It's 8 o'clock. It's Sunday, which means it's time for Faith in the Zone, discovering how people in sports walk in faith. Time now to check in with your host for today's show, Mike McGivern and Pastor Ken Keltner, right here on Sports Radio 1250 WSSP.
I met David Irby this morning on the phone, and we talked for a while, and he is the CEO of Surge International. And as we speak throughout our conversation with David, you can go to surgesoccer.org, surgesoccer.org, to get more information on David and his organization. I'm just really impressed with some of the stuff that he does. And I have to tell you, Pastor, all the times that we do the show and all the conversations you and I have had, what David is doing with this organization speaks so loud to the things that you believe in. And as we get into this conversation with him, you're gonna agree. And I'm excited to watch you guys go at it, because this is perfect for you. It really is. David,
well, good deal.
David, thank you so much for a couple minutes of your time today. Hey, David, give us your background a little bit in the game of soccer and how your ministry kind of came about.
Yeah, a theme verse for me is the foolishness of God is wiser than men in 1 Corinthians. I grew up in a middle-class Christian home in Southern California. I played every sport except soccer because nobody played back then when I was growing up in Anaheim, about 10 minutes from Disneyland. And about 12, I decided if I'd fully trusted Christ, he'd make me a missionary, so I kept running away from him. At 19, I first played soccer on the first soccer team at tiny Azusa Pacific College in Southern California. Mm-hmm. And throughout my running from God, I wanted to be a comfort zone Christian, hang out at church, hang out in Christian circles, but I didn't want to exercise my faith. Well, at the ripe old age of 23, I became the head coach at Azusa Pacific. It became a university. And at 25, I was so spiritually bankrupt but successful as a soccer coach. I finally quit running from Christ and said, Lord, what do you want me to do? No one was really doing soccer ministry, but he thrust me into it, taking the Azusa team down to Mexicali to play in the men's and boys prison. I said, Lord, you send me anywhere, anytime. I've run for you for a long time. You want to use me in soccer? And he's taken me to 37 countries now, just as a soccer coach and missionary, sharing his love.
We're talking to David Irby. He's the CEO of Surge International. Again, I very, very great website. I just enjoyed the time that I spent there. Go to surgesoccer.org and go to their Facebook page.